Hi everybody, this is Susie and welcome to a vintage design studio. Today I'm here to share with you my beautiful extravaganza project for a Facebook shop called Shabby is Chic Boutique. A beautiful store on the internet. Everything will be in the drop down box below. In the meantime, I've had many people over time messaging me through my emails and through Facebook and through YouTube. Hey, we really miss, seeing what a lot of the things that you used to do, and I thought I'd go ahead and do one project, an extravaganza, to display all of the beautiful products that I received from Amy, who is the owner of Shabby is Chic Boutique on Facebook, and incorporate her products into my designs. So right here, right now, I have so much to share with you that I had to actually move this onto my dining room table. Originally, I made 2 videos previous to this one, but wasn't satisfied because everything kind of looked tight. And so now that nobody's around for a little while, I can have some peace and quiet and share with you my project. So right now I'm recording with my iPad, and I'm just going to back away a little bit just to show you what I have done here. Just a little bit of a look, and then I'll introduce you to all of the pieces. So I have a really beautiful extravaganza, if you want to call it that. And that's what I've been calling it on Facebook. And I have so many people messaging me, what are you making? What are you making? So here I'm going to share with you. So first I had created this really beautiful crown, which is really a piece of work in itself. And this took me on and off over a week to make. I'm just going to bring it to the front here so that you can see it. And before I have an embarrassing moment, which I have some fabric covering a centerpiece on the table so that I can go ahead and do this to show you. So there we are. That's the crown. Okay. And as you can see, it really is a piece of work. I designed the entire piece from scratch in itself. It is very, very firm, and it's very well made, and it's all backed with white taffeta fabric on the inside, completely lined from underneath, all finished with the seams. The outside base is lined with cream colored felt, because the fabric that's on the overlay on the outside is from Amy's shop, and that is not solid white. It has a little bit of a cream in there, like an ivory color. Extremely, extremely elegant, and if this runs out before it does, you have to get some of it because I want more of it. So the shape of the actual fabric is how you see it here. I didn't design this in any other way, but the shape was it, and that's where I got the idea. I said, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn this into the Queen's crown, and I'm going to use the shape of one long piece of the front, and that's what I did. So I adhered the lace onto the base and created it from there. Once I did that, I used some of this trim that I had in my stash just to outline, to clean it up, to cover any naked seams that were there. And from Amy's store, you'll see there's 2 different types of cup chain. There's the one with the chain in between, and then there's the one that does not have the chain in between. It's very hard to tell the difference. I couldn't for the moment, but they're absolutely stunning. They have a lot of shimmer like diamonds. And that's what a queen wears, right? Lots of diamonds, because I always say, I ain't the princess, I'm the queen. And it's just a joke that I have with my friends for years from now, since we're younger. And, I always would say I'm the queen of art and all these things when I was a kid. But anyway, so I also use from Amy's store these really pretty rhinestone pear-shaped flatbacks. And these other ones here that you'll see is like round with rhinestones around it. Another one is kind of like a snowflake almost. And that one has pearls and rhinestones. And there's a very large one like the size of a $50. That one has 2, 4, 6, 7 pearls. and covered with rhinestones on the outside. Absolutely stunning and so elegant. And not to say, you know, oh, it's stunning because I'm the designer, but I mean what I'm saying. And I have to say that Amy's prices are really awesome, so you should go over to the store and check her out. Tell her Susie sent you. Join the group. I'll have the link in the drop-down box over here, and you can go ahead and check it out. So that's the crown. Okay, I've already used 5 minutes on the crown. Let me put that back where it belongs. Okay, I just have a champagne glass there with some very long pearl strands here, just as for the showing of photos and the video and such. So I also created this really pretty tiara from scratch as well. Looks beautiful. I used from Amy's store that beautiful metal button in the center with some of the flat back pearl and rhinestone and the cup chain. Just absolutely gorgeous. And the backsplash of the tiara, which is front and back, is that really big, huge Venetian lace. It's like a piece of fabric in itself. And I had some left over from a previous project and thought I'd go ahead and incorporate it into what I made. And so when the queen is not wearing her crown and she's wearing a tiara, she's off somewhere. She's off to go somewhere, and she's probably going off to some type of masquerade ball. Oh my goodness, friends. This really, I paid a lot of close attention to detail on this mask. It is a full-faced mask that I don't want to get too close because I don't want a blurry video. But just to show you, as you can see, is all of that wedding lace trim that Amy carries in her store, the one without the beads on it, is applied very carefully to the face because I was trying to cover as much as I can and wanted to use a lot of not only the floral part of it, but wanted to incorporate flourishes. And the flourishes, what I mean, are these swirls here, which I used that portion of it mostly on one side of the face, because what my idea was here was to have a flourish on one side of the face and the other side of the face to be covered with flowers, and I'm going to show that to you in a second. But here I used the Chinese braid trim from Amy's store all the way around with the cup chain rhinestone. I also used it on the very long handle, which is in the front of the face, with some streamers of seam binding. And then, as you can see, I used the pear-shaped rhinestones, kind of almost like a teardrop. You'll see that it's coming down here and it's going down as a teardrop, and one in the center up over here. And I like doing that. I had to make a lot of masks over time, and when I do, I always put some type of focal point in the center. So I'm just going to grab this for a quick second, hoping that nothing falls. And I'm just going to show you that way here on the top, you can see that there's these really beautiful feathers. And they have shooting pearls and shooting crystals. Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. And there's the flat back pearl and rhinestone trim around the eyes. I'm just going to turn this and put it down for a sec. And I made the silk cabbage roses to go around, starting from a very large one, working its way down. And in between is an organza rose that I made, a white rosebud, and a ivory rosebud of taffeta fabric. And you can see these organza flowers here. Those are flowers that are from Amy's store as well. She has them. They're really pretty. I used the cup chain all the way down and painted the handle. Something just fell. And let me just position this back here. Okay. And looks very beautiful. The lace is absolutely gorgeous. I didn't paint anything, but these you can, and I've made these in the past, the full face mask. And what I do is I get a bottle of spray paint from like Home Depot or Lowe's, and I go into my attic and I have a field day because I've done these in solid black with a shimmer of blue, and I've done these also in gold, which they're on my blog, and you can see that. I absolutely love, love, love the mask. It's gorgeous. Now, way back in the background, I don't know if you can see it, but she's at the ball somewhere or some kind of dinner party. She's going to need her fan. And so there you can see it. It's a fan that I just applied some Marabou Boa all across the top. And there's like an exaggerated tassel there that I got from Michael's craft store a few years back. It's very large. And I thought that it would fit this project very nicely. And so when the queen is out and about and she has her fan and she's walking and she's feeling hot, she's going to need something to keep her going. And, you know, when it's very warm out or sunny or raining or whatever the case may be, you need your little umbrella. So that's what I did. I made a parasol umbrella from completely, totally scratch. I used, as an example, from my bridal shower 18 years ago, my mother made me the umbrella. She bought it in a store. It's one of those plastic umbrellas that you open with the lace. And I used that as a sample to try and follow. But if anyone's interested, I can do a tutorial on this. It wasn't hard. It was just a little time consuming for me because I never made one before. And I was kind of following the old umbrella that I have from my shower. So it really came out very cute. And up on top, I just made one of my rosebuds there and some streamers of pearls and some nice seam binding. And so just to move that to the side, when she's dressed and out and about, she's going to need her fingerless gloves, and that goes without saying. So there's a set of the fingerless gloves using Amy's stunning bridal lace. Just love that. It is covered with white sequins that have a shimmer of a little blue and pink in it. I hope that you can see that I have my chandelier on so you're able to get some extra light in there. And I added the pear-shaped pearl up on top and some extra pearls from my stash there that you can see scattered all around with some rhinestones. This is from Amy's store with the flat back pearl and rhinestone there along with the Chinese braid. But on the other side, I did it just a little bit differently. They both have the very long ostrich feather trim that I found in my stash that I bought about 2 years ago. Had no idea what happened. I was looking in the boxes for something else and found that. So this button is a little bit different. This is one of the other buttons that she carries. Very beautiful. I have mine on a diamond shape, but you can also use it as a square like that, but I have it turned. And there you'll see all of it. I mean, it's really pretty. And this is some lace. It's vintage lace from my stash, and I have the taffeta underneath, and it's tied with some seam binding. This was all sewn by hand. Came out really, really pretty. It's definitely wearable, and I can just put one on really quick to show you. In fact, I'll put my other hand on here just so that you can see how it looks. And there it is. Let's see. Oh, that's really pretty. It's almost like a bride's wristband. I mean, I had something like this, not with the rhinestones, for my own wedding gown. And there's just, it's exaggerated. And, you know, when she wore her style was always elegant with a lot of touches of some extras. And when she's out and about wearing her gloves, she's certainly going to need a little bit something extra on the side to go with her outfit. And I decided to create a small evening bag. This is an ivory colored, an off-white almost, a little evening bag that I made from scratch. The base of it is felt with a little cameo beige seam binding bow. It closes, it stays closed on its own because that's a metal button keeping it closed. With some of the same color Chinese braid from my stash. A beautiful pearl and rhinestone button, which is metal from Amy that I sewed on, and some of her really pretty appliques. And those are applied on as well with some scattered pearls and rhinestone from my stash. And the top hat. Excuse me. This is the side of the top hat. This is the front of the top hat. So if you're wearing it, it looks like that. And this can certainly be worn as a bridal shower top hat, which I've made them for anybody that's having like a really different type of wedding and they want to wear the top hat, they can. The veils could be attached to the back. Very easy to make. I used also the wedding trim that I used on the fingerless gloves here. I used on the hat here. absolutely gorgeous. I highly recommend you getting it while it's still available in the shop. Just beautiful. I use that around the whole entire hat. I made that paper rose on the side of an ivory color. I wanted it to stick out aside from the white. I added in that beautiful rhinestone metal button along with the pearl flatbacks there on the side, some really pretty ostrich feathers, and I added in some streamers of baby's breath with shooting pearls, and the back of the hat is a netting bow. There's no veil there, but I've made these with a trail of like 2 feet long for showers, and the hat is also completely made from scratch. This one of Amy's flowers from her store, and you know, just to share with you, I try to finish off everything that I do. So there is the inside of the hat all finished. There was that one little seam part there that I have to sew in, but it's completely finished, so it looks beautiful all the way around. And I'm putting my umbrella there. Just cute. I showed my mom the umbrella. She couldn't get over it. You know, she really loved how it looked. But there's my Extravaganza ensemble, a Queen's Victorian Accessories. I have all these names for it. I didn't even know what to name it on my Facebook page. But this is all of the accessories for the Queen, the fingerless gloves, her beautiful Venetian masquerade mask, her crown, her tiara, beautiful evening bag and parasol umbrella, handmade. I'm tooting my own horn, but I'm so excited because it came out nice. And top hat. And fan. Don't want to forget the fan that I had here at all of the Marabou Boa. You can buy this Marabou Boa in a fabric store. It comes in a long strand for like $7 or $8. That's an off-white color. The fans you can buy for like $6 in a craft store, or some of those stores that have things that have parties, like Party City. They sell all the supplies. And I did that one. And also the mask, I had bought quite a bit of these masks at one time. And I had to, because I went to a place that sells stuff for costumes, and they were selling the masks naked, you know, with nothing on them. So I decided to buy them, and I ordered some from the guy. So you can buy them separately for like, I don't know, $8 or $9, maybe $10 each one. But I had bought the lot of masks at the time because I had several of them to make at the time. So thank you so much. I'm so like excited. I know it sounds like I'm a kid, but you know, I work so hard to make these things look nice, and I'm not in a race with anybody. I'm really not. This is my thing. It always has been. And when I craft, I make something, and then I'm out to improve myself all over once again with stuff that I create, that I make from my own designs, from my own mind, my own thoughts, and my own feelings. I want to thank all of you for always coming by and leaving me such lovely compliments and sending me personal messages to my Facebook page and my email. I really appreciate it. I love you all, and thank you so much for all. I sound like I'm running for something. For your support and friendship. It truly means a lot to me. And I hope, if you are not a subscriber, I hope that you can subscribe and stick around and come back for more. I do have other things that will be accompanying this extravaganza for the Queen's Accessories. I can't tell you what it is because it's a surprise, but it's going to be a while because it's going to take me time, and plus I have other stuff to do also. So I'm definitely hope you subscribe and like my Facebook page and turn the notifications on so you can see updated items and design team projects and other things that I make along the way. So Amy, thank you so much for sending me everything. I just love it all. Everybody, please get over to the shop, get some of this. I'm telling you, you won't be sorry. Everything is so beautiful. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Have a nice day. Bye.